Hi, my name's Roland. I have a little 1.5 car garage and I just painted my car in it. Here's some lessons that I learned. So first thing I'm going to say is don't rush. If you've got a deadline you need to meet, like for example, I wanted to have this car ready for my wedding in the summer of 2023. So I rushed it, and so this is my second time painting this car. Prep really makes a difference. Make sure everything's clean. Try to keep the dust down as much as possible. Um, in between, like for example, base coat and clear coat, I took all the masking on all the doors and sunroof, took it all off, redid it, just to keep as much debris and dirt out of your workspace as possible. My second tip is not to waste too much time fixating on the little details of, what sandpaper do I need between coats or whatever, because the paint comes with a data sheet. So it tells you, between coats, if it's old paint, use this grit of sandpaper. Between coats, wait this long. So you don't have to guess or take someone's like internet forum opinion. You can literally read it off the supplier's data sheet, and that would have saved me, I think, quite a bit of time and stress. My next tip is to have a test panel. So this is a panel that I had from a time when someone tried to occupy the same space as my car. So luckily I had it. I'd saved it for, I don't know, hoarder reasons. So I was able to test different settings of my gun. I had a high volume, low pressure gun that I was using. So I could test different pressures, different paint flow rates, and try to get something without too much orange peel or too dry. I was able to dial it in before I started spraying the car. My final tip is to go into it with realistic expectations. So, I knew I was going to do it in my garage. I don't have the hugest workspace. I'd never painted a car before this. So, I knew I wasn't going to get like showroom quality paint, but this car was in great shape aside from the paint and clear coat. So I knew it was worth it to paint it. And even if I messed it up pretty bad, it would still be an improvement. So, and I'm not interested in getting like a show car finish. I love driving this car. It was my daily driver for a long time. So I think going into it with that realistic expectation of this is, the best that I can hope for, and I'm going to do my best and learn a lot from it, was a really good attitude going in. And I think it turned out really well. It's definitely not a professional level job, but I think it turned out great for what I paid for it and what I saved especially. Finally, a little bonus round. How much did it cost? The age-old question. So paint, primer activator, base coat, clear coat, reducer, and the hardener was actually shared between base coat and clear coat. So that was about $850. I actually was a bit of a room temperature IQ kind of guy, and I forgot to put clear hardener in my clear coat the first time, which is don't rush. Don't rush. You'll do stupid things. I never would have thought I'd do that, but don't rush. So I had to go back and spend another $200 on base coat, so that obviously added $200 to the final cost. Consumables, I got a roll of plastic, this stuff, tape, sandpaper. I probably went through, I don't know what, $200 worth of sandpaper, maybe less. I had some kicking around, but that's the kind of thing that you just nickel and dime you to death, right, all the way. And this is all Canadian. I'm in Canada, so it's all Canadian dollars. And the final thing that I highly recommend is a respirator. By recommend, like, you need a respirator. It was crazy in here. By the time I was done spraying, sometimes I couldn't see 3 feet in front of my face. So you need a respirator, and get some extra cartridges. I actually plugged mine up so bad that towards the end, I was trying to paint and I was like trying to breathe. So just change your card. Don't be cheap. Change your cartridges. The mask and cartridges were about, I think it was like $100 or something, $150 at Home Depot. So definitely worth it. Do it.